Cross River State, Governor Liali Moke of the opposition party in Cross River State, the All Progressives Congress, the APC, says a local council election on Saturday is a sham and mere charade. The party says for them, no election was held and that the Cross River State Independent Electoral Commission acted on illegality by going ahead with the election without the party participating. Meanwhile, the PDP, in a swift reaction, says the APC does not respect the voters by describing the process they turned out for as a sham. A day before the election, there was ruling on the case filed by the APC challenging the Electoral Commission's decision not to allow them participate in the polls.
Well, my reaction is that there was no election. It was a sham, a charade, and a disgrace to decent and responsible people. And so that's just my reaction. It was a futile attempt to hoodwink the people into thinking that there was a local government election. We were in court on Friday, and the ruling was very clear. The Cross River State Independent Electoral Commission is not a court of law. The Cross River Independent Electoral Commission has not been saddled with the constitutional responsibility of deciding who contests elections and who does not contest elections. Theirs is to manage the process. The responsibility of who contests election and who does not contest election rests squarely on the judiciary. And so Particle 2 cannot be the manager of elections at the same time be a competent court of law. So if we have not met 90 days, it is not his place to say so. He is not in a position to interpret the laws of Nigeria. We say that we are qualified to run the election. And Particle 2, on the other hand, descends from being the manager of elections to the arena to say that you are not qualified to run the elections.
Well, that is their own opinion, but it's not the opinion of Crossriverians who, even in rainy area, look at Bakassi. People have to, go through the waves to go and cast their vote. You saw people casting vote. I personally casted my vote. I went to Akampa. You saw the turnout. So that's what the problem with those who are drowning. You cannot say when people come out, leave their business, leave their work and so on, and to vote out that it's a charade. It means we are not respecting the electorate itself. People went out in numbers to vote, and we are proud they did that. So, in fact, they were not part of the content or something. At best, we were observers.
Staying with the elections in Cross River State, it was a rather low turnout recorded. Correspondent Sean Kimbaloye reports that the People's Democratic Party was practically unchallenged owing to an electoral law that precluded the registration of the opposition. That's the All Progressives Congress.
Election, a lot of people believe, is one that has been shared with a lot of controversy. You will recall that that particular election, APC went to court challenging the decision of the Cross River State Independent Electoral Commission for sidelining it from the election. Well, the reason Crossriver had was that APC was supposed to have been registered 90 days before it goes into the election. That is what the portion of the Electoral Act that Crossriver is quoting. In the results so far released, PDP has come out winning all the posts, all the seats in the local government election. And one of the reasons why a lot of people have said that the situation is we had low turnout in the election because a lot of people believe that the election was not going to be held. It was going to be postponed because of the court case. As of Friday, the eve of the election, they were still in court, and the decision, the court case was not ratified, it was not concluded. So a lot of people believe that that election was not going to hold. But it's held because the ruling was sort of inconclusive. But at the end of the day, we discovered that there was a low turnout across the state in the election.
Our correspondent Shoki Malay reporting from Cross River State. Meanwhile, the political parties in Nasarawa State are bracing up for the forthcoming local government elections. The State Independent Electoral Commission has set December the 14th for the poll. Chairman of the state electoral body, Abdullahi Modibo, told journalists that the commission is set to conduct the elections after an out-of-court settlement was reached with the ousted elected council officials.
Former elected council officials at a meeting to negotiate an out-of-court settlement with the state government after a protracted legal tussle over their removal from office after spending only 2 years of their 3 years tenure. Following the resolution of the situation, the State Electoral Commission is set to conduct elections into the 13 local government areas in the state.
We unfolded our timetable for elections, which is going to terminate in December 14 with the election proper. As you are aware, in Nasarawa State, for over 5 years now, there was an election in the state. It's because of the litigation, the state government and the NASEC were charged to court for tenure allegation of the previous chairman under the former regime of Aluya Kwedoma. We are grateful to God that the Supreme Court has now given us the go-ahead to conduct elections. And it is because of this the state governor decided to prepare for the elections after our submission to him. He has given us the go-ahead to conduct elections to various local councils in the state.
As for the political parties, several negotiations are ongoing to take a decision on how their candidates will emerge. However, some of them have their reservations.
So the PDP ordinarily is prepared for any kind of election at all, if given a good, conducive atmosphere for that. As also because of the ongoing wranglings and crises that have been developed in Nasarawa State in recent times.
I think very soon, on the 7th October to 5th October to 7th November, there's a primaries election. So by then, we already tell them, so any person that is not ready or is not capable to be a councillor or chairman, please and please, you have to step down.
The election will afford the political parties in the state an opportunity to state their determination to claim the Nasarawa State Government House in the 2015 governorship election.
When the News at 10 returns, Hausa Fulani community in Ogun State preaches peace and national unity. To join us again.
We've added color to culture with the new look Siemens Premium 750 ml. Now in a beautiful tear-proof pack, new elegant label, and a nice top glass that comes with every bottle. Siemens, the original #1 prayer drink. Not for persons under 18.
Wherever and whatever your banking needs, Guarantee Trust Bank will be there now and into the future. Because you're at the heart of everything we do. Guarantee Trust Bank, proudly African, truly international.